Hey. I'm good. Thanks for asking. I'm just doing a little patrolling. Keeping an eye out for the Starless. We lost a lot of defenders in that fight the other day. I'm not looking to make that a habit. Thanks for your help, by the way. You really bailed me out there. Not my best look, though, I'll admit. Yeah, it's hard to look like a hero when you get KO'd like that. But I am glad that Aina was okay. I never should have let the enemy get the drop on us in the first place. I was so focused on following orders and returning to base. The only reason we even pulled through is because you and Aina were there. That's not how a squad leader should act. But at least that skirmish got us some intel on the Starless. Now we know how they fight. So we'll never get caught off guard like that again. I've gone ahead and shared what we learned with our veteran ARC's defenders. And hopefully, we'll refine our tactics as we get more and more intel. As our guardian, I'd like you to lead them in this battle. Alright, I better get back to it. The Starless are a threat. Make no mistake about that.
That's what the Lysilans told me. I'm sure it's true.
Very interesting.
Sup. You know, you should probably know about this, too. Do you have some time? Okay, great. Though Dozer's heard this all before.
I'll live.
So, we were talking about dolls. I'm sure you noticed, but the Starless share a lot in common with dolls. I mean, the way they look and move, for example. For example, the ones you fought recently in Rezel Forest look like Phantasy and Nogleth dolls. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Dolls were designed to emulate the Starless. They're basically a simulation to prepare us to fight the real thing.
Who would have ever thought, right?
But then again, I guess that's also true of all of Halpha. From the plains and swamps to the forests and mountains. They're all artificial. They're modeled after different kinds of planets. The goal was to combine a bunch of different ecosystems to prepare for the Starless in different environments. The same goes for all the buildings. Trainia, for example. Those have been training facilities all along. We were using them for the war against the dolls. But the truth was that all along, we were being trained to fight the Starless.
Which means Zepheto was toying with us the whole time.
Which is why we need to go back and review everything we thought we knew.
Yeah, you're right. If everything really was so carefully planned out, there has to be some secret to defeating the Starless. Somewhere.
Can you hear me? Crawford would like to speak with you. Please come to the Central Tower command room as soon as possible.
Thank you all for coming. Today I'd like to discuss our surveys of Halpha's various regions. Specifically, how we might better leverage them against the dolls and the Starless.
Is there something wrong with how we're doing them?
Well, there's no problem with the intel, But our methods have been uncoordinated and frankly, inefficient. Which is why I've begun the formation of a joint research team.
A fine idea. But every team needs a leader, yes? Who will that be?
That's a good question. But before I address it, I'd first like to talk about one of our research team members from Alio.
Huh?
Manon. Yes, I guess you could say that. She and I discussed it, and came to an agreement.
So, does that mean she's free now?
That's right. I'll need her to give me updates, but otherwise, it's business as usual.
Awesome. Would it be alright if we helped out with her research too? The three of us should be together, right?
Unfortunately, I'll need you two to focus on your own duties.
What? But...
I'll need you to lean into your role as our guardian against the Starless. And Aina, I'll need you to look after our new trainees.
Then I'll do it. I'll lead that research team.
Glenn?
I've handed over combat command to Kanui anyway. I've got nothing but time on my hands. I'll take care of Manon too.
It would be a tremendous help.
Let me know if you get any other volunteers.
Will do.
Guess I will be the only one. Aina, we'll probably need your help occasionally. I'll be counting on you.
Glenn,
But in the meantime, just handle whatever Crawford needs you to do. You bear the weight of Ark's future on your shoulders now.
yeah, I know.
Are we done here? We'll figure out the details once we get the team together.
Right. We'll decide the particulars of an action plan later.
Dark Falls repelled. Your efforts are appreciated.
Hello. You came at just the right time. Do you have a minute to talk? Feria here was just telling me more about the Starless.
So far, it's been familiar information.
But any scrap of info at this point helps a great deal. I thought it might be a good idea to share it with you, our guardian. Is there anything in particular you would like to know about the Starless?
The Starless first started showing up approximately 500 years ago. They suddenly appeared from outside of human space and began attacking without provocation.
Sadly, humans at the time were no match for them, and those on the periphery were. Suffice it to say, many lives were lost in the remote star systems.
That was the outcome. After the Starless destroyed the border star systems, they began to expand their offensive even farther afield. Until one day, they suddenly disappeared.
Good question. That's what people at the time suspected. They even carried out a large-scale search. But, despite their best efforts, they couldn't find so much as a trace of them.
Indeed, there was no evidence of retreat, nor any indication that they were in hiding.
It seems as though the Starless simply vanished, without a trace. Regardless, the fact remains that they attacked without warning and killed billions of people. Some people saw that as reason enough to take action. And so, Resurgent Arcs was formed. But that's a long story, in and of itself. Why don't we take a little break for now? We can continue again, when you're ready.
Manon! Aina. And you, too. I'm so glad we finally found you. Yeah. So, what's with the outfit?
Crawford gave it to me. The old one was from Resurgent Arc, so...
Gotcha.
Huh? You mean it?
I like the old one, but this one's pretty nice too.
Thank you.
Are you free right now? We've got so much to talk about.
I guess we do. But I can't right now. Glenn wants to talk to me about the new research team we're forming.
Oh, right. We volunteered to help out with that too, but he wouldn't let us.
You two have your own duties to attend to, right? It's probably best if you focus on those.
Okay. But, Manon, will you be alright by yourself?
Yeah. I guess so. Something on my mind? I'm just afraid to face everyone. What I did to the people of Helfa was absolutely unpardonable.
Don't say that. It wasn't your fault. Everyone still considers you a friend.
Even if that's true, it doesn't change what I did. I don't know if I can ever make up for it, or what to do with all my guilt. I know, but I can't help it.
There you are, Manon.
Glenn, I'm sorry. I'll get going.
You know where it is?
Yeah.
Hey, Glenn. Is she always like this lately?
I think she's still trying to feel the situation out. Some people still don't trust her, you know?
But what about all she's done for Alpha?
Way ahead of you on that one. Look, I have my own feelings on the matter. But I can't deny how much you three have helped. I'll take care of everything. Don't worry.
I just hope she doesn't bottle everything up like she always does. I know Glenn said not to worry, but I think we should check in sometimes. I know you care about her too. Then what about Zafetto? I was asking Crawford about Zepheto, and about what exactly he did on Helfa. We thought it might give us some sort of hint for dealing with the Starless.
We've pieced together a lot from what we've learned from the Lysilans. The main problem is that there's just so much data to sift through. It's 500 years worth, after all. And most of that data no longer exists on Halpha. The data really leaves no doubt. But one thing we've learned is that Zepheto wasn't always a caste. He made that change to extend his longevity for his experiments.
That's some dedication.
Yes, he was entirely committed to his work. In the beginning, it looks like he did try to keep the Halpha experiments safe, but he wasn't getting the results he was looking for. When he developed the dolls, the experiments became something more like real warfare. A big turning point for that was when he introduced Dark Falls. It basically became survival of the fittest. Defenders who survived saw tremendous spikes in their photon power.
And so, that's why we were forced to fight against Dark Falls too.
I honestly could never forgive what Zepheto has done. But I can understand why he did it. As Aelio's leader, I understand doing whatever it takes. I feel the same about the people of Aelio. Of course, I would never take things as far as he did. I heard that he said his wish had been fulfilled. If that's true, it means we can beat the Starless. At least I hope so.
Good to see you. I was reading that Lysilan report. It made me want to look to the sky. Would you mind lending me an ear as I get my thoughts together? Resurgent ARCS members were born to research and develop ARCs and dolls. That's it. That's all they've ever known. And the result of this ARC's development plan they were working on was us. But then, where does that leave Meteorn like you and me? Meteorn come from outside Alpha's atmosphere, way beyond Lucille. I hear there's a huge station up there. But according to them, even the Lucilleans know nothing about it, aside from the fact that it sent out some Meteorn. Seems like the people of Alpha came up with the word Meteorn in the first place. The Lucilleans called us first generation, second generation, and so on. Crawford and Ina are descendants of the second generation. You and me, we're third generation. Photon sensitivity gets stronger with each generation. But I think yours is especially strong, even for the third generation. Not that we know why that is. Even Manon and Faria say your origins are a mystery. We were created for a single purpose, to counter the Starless. People like us, we were born to either research or to fight. In my book, that's not much different from the Lucilleans. Sorry. I didn't mean to ramble. I better get back to my post.
Hey, there you are. Something like that. We just bumped into each other. We were talking about that thing. Our research is coming along little by little. We're starting to learn more about Lucille. Faria was talking about it before. Alpha is controlled from Lucille. I mean, they were even controlling the weather from there.
Wind, rain, snow, all of it was being manipulated.
Right down to the temperature and humidity.
I can't believe they had that level of control.
Really? Pretty good detective work. I think you'd make a great researcher. The Lucilans shared some new information with us. There's a place in Lucille's core that only Zepheto can enter. If we can get in there, we can get all the info we still don't have. About the Starless and stuff.
That would be great. Do we know of some way to get in?
Unfortunately, the teleporter we used before is still down. But we did find another way to get inside Lucille.
Nice.
We put together a scout team right away, and they tried going. But there was some strange space in the way.
Sorry, what?
We're still not exactly sure what to make of it. It seems like it was being used as a testing ground before Halpha was created. Or at least the remnants of it did. And it was really dangerous. There were a lot of enemies. It looks like it might not be so easy to get to the core. We're investigating the area and trying to figure out how to deal with it.
Interesting. Be sure to keep us posted.
You bet. I'll let you know how it goes.
Let's get started then. People were traumatized by the Starless attack 500 years ago. Some of those people formed what would go on to become resurgent arcs. That much we've covered already, right? Can you continue, Feria?
Yes. Resistance to the Starless threat developed and manifested in various ways. Zepheto was part of one such resistance movement. He had also participated in the war against the Starless. Zepheto was concerned about the decline in military capability and photon power at the time. A great war had taken place 1,000 years prior, with a long period of peace afterward. And it is believed that photon power declined because people no longer needed to fight.
Additionally, without an enemy, there's no need for much of a military.
Zepheto began to study the most powerful unit in that ancient Great War to see if he could find some way to counter the Starless. That unit was Arx.
His goal was to restore it to its former power. And so began Resurgent Arx.
Zepheto claimed that the odds of the Starless reappearing in the next 500 years were high. He boasted that Arx was uniquely suited to counter the Starless threat. Resurgent Arx became a rallying point for people who shared such sentiments. His research was obsessively focused on the Starless's movement patterns. There are significant space-time fluctuations which occur at certain intervals. Among them, some are large, and others are small. The one 500 years ago was small.
He predicted that a major fluctuation would occur 500 years after that. And that brings us to the current emergence of the Starless. The exact causal relationship between these two events is not well understood. Or at least, not by the Lycilans anyway.
I do not know any more than that. We had no interest in these sorts of matters. Before now, that is.
Meaning Zepheto didn't make a point of it. Or perhaps deliberately wanted to hide it. We may find more answers in Lucille's core. Can I trust you to continue helping us with our investigation, Feria?
Yes.
Drop by anytime.